and I'll see what I can do for you. Zoom classes started a couple of weeks ago, and we had such a good time. I only dropped the camera once during the session, but I don't think anyone saw me because they were too busy. I had everyone busy. So everyone works at their own pace. I join in and craft along with you, and everyone's got different ability levels from beginners through to advanced, and I just tailor it to suit the individual. So you don't have to worry about the class being active. I can step it up for those who need a little bit of stepping up, and I'm happy to do that. If you have a group that you like to craft with and you haven't been able to because of COVID, you might want to get a group together. I think the word Zoom scares a few people off. You don't need to have Zoom. I send out a link and you can get in just with the link and the codes. So you don't have to have anything special set up. And the classes are limited to 5 because I want to be able to talk to everybody and see what everybody's doing and to give help where it's needed and advice and ideas. And I think for me personally, once you go up over 5, it becomes more of a challenge, and I want to be able to enjoy it too. Now the demo today, I sneaked a little 5-minute video onto YouTube yesterday. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet. It might not be of interest to everybody, but it was just a 5-minute thing on how to mount or put backing onto rubber stamps. So it's now on the Ink Art Designs YouTube channel. And there might be a couple of things in that you may not have thought of. So it's only a 5-minute thing and it's worth having a look, I think. And it's how I do it. So it's not necessarily correct. It's the way that I do it and it works for me. So that's what I'm sharing through my YouTube channel. Okay, let's get on to today's demo. Are you ready? We've got a few people here. Hi Sandra, how are you? Hi Jenny. Hi Linda. Hang on, Linda's got a message. Please. Oh, you want the pair? Okay. Remind me later. Oh, I'll look back through the things. Yeah, the Catselcraft Diane are really, really good. They just crack me up. Can't wait to see what they do next. Oh, did I say what's coming? Might not have. I can't remember what I've said. Stampatique. Stampatique has been posted, is in the mail and on the way from America. I don't know how long it takes because the situation in Australia keeps changing with the Postal Service and the situation in America keeps changing with the Postal Service as well. So it could be a couple of weeks or it could be next week. Just keep an eye out in the shop. When you go down through the menu, just click on Stampatique and you'll be able to see what is new. So on the 1st of every month, Stampatique release another 3 or 4 new stamps into their range, and I've just been picking up a few of the new ones from the last couple of months. There's an outhouse. Thought that was very Australian actually, so I got the outhouse, and there's one with toilet paper and camping gears, so I've got that one coming as well. I can't remember what else, but they just came to mind because of the toilet paper, I think. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Linda. You know I need reminding on things. Okay, let's get a start. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to do a galaxy background. So it's a little bit ambitious, but here's the sample. We're not going to do the unicorn and the words. We're going to do the background part, which is pretty much this part. And I'm going to show you how we make that. Did you want another look? Here you go. Look at that. It's pretty good, isn't it? There was a galaxy craze. It comes and goes, and I think it's been here again. And it's really difficult to find a technique that really is just a beautiful galaxy background. But when you find one, it's worth hanging on to. And this is my particular favourite. And I haven't seen one that I like better since. So I'm going to switch the camera down. Oh no, I'll explain first the inks that I'm using. Right, Distress ink. And we've talked about this over the last few Facebook Lives. And forget about the backward writing. It's in the black case. That's how you know it's Distress ink, because the oxides are in a grey case. See, grey, black. Distress inks are a water-based product. The oxides are a combination of the Distress ink, water-based, and the archival. And we've talked about that before. But we're going to be using both today together, which is how they're meant to be used. It should never be one or the other, really. It should be just put them all together. That's mixed media. We can do mixed media. Right, I'm going to take you down to the craft table, and the first thing we're going to do, how's that? I'm not spinning anyone out today. Hang on, should back up just a little bit. No, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do the pink one first. Sorry, guys. And it's just twisting it onto your craft sheet. Make sure you put your lid on so it doesn't dry out. And then spritz with a little bit of water, just so it beads up and it can move around a little bit. Now this is just a piece of plastic. I save it off wrappings that come my way and different things that I buy. And then all you do is dip it and pick some up and put it onto your card. Look at that. Look how you get all these interesting patterns just from a bit of plastic. And then rip it up and put a few more down. What I like about using the plastic is that you can put spots and dots wherever you want them to go. It gives you a whole lot more control. Whole lot more control. And that's probably enough of the pink. And then I'm just going to clean that off for now and dry the oxides, because I'll tell you in a sec. I'll leave that up there, I think. Oh, very nice. Sometimes when you lift off the pink before it dries completely, you get some nice little marks. So that's just our little pink bits. Now we're going to, now we're going to put on some wilted violet. Same thing. Twist it onto your craft sheet. You don't need a whole lot. Make sure your lid's on tight, especially with summer coming in Australia, because you don't want your ink pads to dry out. Now, the reason we're drying the oxides, because I can now go and put another colour on top, and you'll see, just want a little bit, it won't mix in, not too much anyway, so just go like that, let it spread out, like that. Wipe your plastic, because we've got another colour to use with that, and I want a little bit more, so I'm just going to take it straight off the craft sheet and dry it. And if there's any wet bits, I'm just going to dab like that and clean the craft sheet. I'm going to bring everyone back up for a second. Hi. So this is how it's looking. Can you see how the wilted violet sits on top of the pink, which is picked raspberry? Can you see? That's because it's an oxide. If that was a distress ink, they would have reactivated, because both would have been water-based and they'll just mix into one colour. But because we're doing oxides, when you dry one layer, one colour completely, and then put another colour on top, you have the two colours. I'll show you again. You can see the two colours. Can you see the layering? That's because it's an oxide, and that's because it's got archival in it. Okay, back down. I can't see comments at the moment, guys. Oh, mustard seed. Mustard seed is an ink that everyone should have in their collection, whether it's oxides, inks, whatever. It's just one of those colours. And pick it up again. Let it sit. Oh, like that. Do you like that? I don't know if I want too much. And that's probably enough, because I want to be able to see the colours underneath. Alright, so I'm dabbing that and clearing that. Now have a look at that. Can you see the 3 layers? It's like magic. So nice. That is yummy all on its own. But that is the basis of our galaxy. That's going to be the colours that are going to come through. If you're doing this at home, I recommend 3 colours. You might be pushing your luck with 4 colours, because remember, oxides is a combination of distress ink and archival ink. So the archival ink sets and allows you to layer, but the distress ink will reactivate at some stage. So by the time you get to 4, maybe 5 layers, you might start to notice that muddy colour starting to creep in. So 3 is good, but you can use any colour. You could go greens, blues, but we're going to put blues on now. And I had a blue thing and I've lost it. So let's grab another one. Right, so now we start turning it into a galaxy background, and I'm using broken china. Remember I said mustard seed is a colour that you should have in your collection? Broken china is another one. Oh, I need some paper towel. I always use paper towel because I want the ink to stay on the card, not come off onto my fingers. So this is pretty old. So I'm just going to swirl it around, cover in all those white areas that are in the background, because you don't have white spaces in the galaxy, do you? Not really. Well, the stars are kind of white, aren't they? I probably needed more colour going right out to the edge. Never mind. We'll make do. And you just rotate. So this is the therapy part, and like Diane was saying before, it's like craft therapy. Start off on the craft sheet, angle it up slightly and rotate in circles. Best to have a little bit of colour and build up rather than too much colour. I know that this is an old ink pad. If it was a new one and it was really juicy, I'd be tapping it off. But this one's probably not as juicy as some. And you just work your way around, circle by circle. It's not a horse race. Don't need to be in a hurry for this part. Okay, we're over halfway, and this is only the first colour. Galaxies take a long time to evolve, and it's not something to be hurried. Oh, that's slipping. Alright, so we're nearly there. Once you've got colour down, you can go in and be a bit rougher. So I'm just going, I'm looking for white areas now. Right, and just making sure that there's a little bit of blue in them. Right, so now I'm going to show you how it's looking. Right, can you see? Make sure your lid goes in properly. Then we go on to our next colour. The next colour I'm going to use is Stormy Sky. And I'm going to come in around the edges. circles again. It's a little bit darker. I want to come in about, I don't know, nearly 2 centimetres, I think. And just circles all the way around, a good 2 centimetres. I don't want any colour going into here other than the broken china. So by putting the paper towel there, as I turn, no ink's going to go there. It's a really good way. It's like masking the centre, isn't it? By using the paper towel, you're not going to get ink right into the centre. And build it up, build it up. Best to have a little bit of colour and add more than to go in with a whole lot of colour and it's going to be too heavy. Always build up your colours. And it's good when you have a darker colour to go in over it with a lighter colour. You'll find that it blends the colours a whole lot easier too. I've already got broken china down on the edges, so I don't have to be too careful, but I want it to be blended and to look blended. So, working away. See, I'm going back around. I'm building up the depth of the colour now. I'm adding another lot of Stormy Sky. Stormy Sky is just a beautiful medium dark blue. It's not super bright, but it's not too dull. It's a really pretty colour actually. I like Stormy Sky. Look out the window, I can see a stormy sky today. Alright, so I'll show you how this is going. Put the lid on, make sure it's on properly. This is where we're up to with our galaxy background. You can see it's starting to form. Now we're going to go in with chipped sapphire. This is the juicy one. I'm not going to go in quite as far as what I did with the Stormy Sky. So probably only about 1 centimetre in. So now we're just, I'll explain it. The light blue goes into the centre and then each shade as it gets darker goes out. It's a very gradual thing and you just rotate your way around the card like this. Right, do want to build that up a little bit more because it's a galaxy, it's outer space, so we want it a little bit darker. And we're going around and around and around. It's a process, isn't it? Like I said, galaxies take a long time to make, so we have to do it justice. Okay. Put the lid on tight, put that back there, and I'll show you how it's going so far. Can you see the galaxy starting to build up? Now we're going to go in with black soot. Remember I said we should have mustard seed and broken china in our collection? Black soot is another one that everyone should have in their collection of distress inks. And I'm going to go around the edge with black. Galaxies are quite black after all, aren't they? And it's around and around and around. Keep working it. I always start on the craft sheet, go in circles and angle, tilt it up, I don't know, about 10 degrees. It's so that the middle of this hits the edge, not this part here is not hitting the edge of the card, the middle is. If that makes sense, that might click with someone. Alright, now I'm going to blend it with broken china. A lot of broken china. I wonder if this is a stronger one. Might be. And I bring the broken china in. Oh, sorry. I'm working it a bit harder now because I want to bring the edges right into the center. And the lighter colour is the one that we want going into the center. Just like that. Bring it in. Bring it home. You can go in with more colours. I don't know, do you think it needs another colour somewhere? Bring it into the centre. Might just do a twist just to get some of that blue on there. Just like that. Oh, very nice. Like that. Do like that. Love a good galaxy background. Very therapeutic to make. And just because I can, I'm going to add a little bit of stormy sky because I want to bring the galaxy darkness in, but I don't want it too dark. So I don't want to do the chip sapphire or the black. I'm going in with the medium blue just to bring the galaxy in. And I'm watching what I'm doing because I don't want sharp lines. I want it to be really smooth and seamless, because that's what a galaxy is. It's smooth and seamless. All right, and that might do. Put the lid back on, make sure the lid's on tight. I'm going to bring you guys up. Okay, here is my galaxy background. How's that? Do you like that? Do you like that for a galaxy background? It is pretty, Shirley. Thank you. It's such it's a really relaxing thing. It's not a quick thing. It's not something you can rush because it's all about the blending and it's about the process. If I wanted to make those colours in the middle pop a little bit more, I wouldn't go in with so much broken china. I'd keep the colours true to themselves. Oh, thanks, Linda. Because we've put distress ink all over, let's go in with a bit of water because it reacts with water. Why not? Just flick it and you let it sit. You know, this could be stars. Let's put some stars. I can see it starting to react. I can lift it off and then dry it with a heat gun. And there we have our galaxy background. Just like that.